So today we're going to talk about smartphones. Smartphones are changing our society every single day. They're keeping us connected at all times of day and more than ever before. Smartphones have many useful tools, from compasses to calculators to books and to even podcasts. But smartphones also have lots of tools to keep us connected. There's email, stocks, and even news. Now, news is usually already on your phone in some type of way, but you can also find any type of news through the App Store or the Play Store. You can find CNN News, Fox News, magazines, pretty much anything is there. You name it, it's there. Now, smartphones also have maps. Maps can be very useful, but if there's no service, there's no maps. So say you're stuck in the middle of nowhere and you're not quite sure where you are, if you don't have service, you're not going to have maps. But maps also has an upside to it. You can find restaurants, gas stations, hotels, pretty much anything you can find on a map through your smartphone, and it's a lot easier than ever before. Now the big craze is dating apps. Dating apps are developing more and more, helping us meet new people, find new people that we've never met before, and finding your perfect match. But there's also a downside to that as well. Just like anything, there's pros and cons. Dating apps, there's been multiple reports of what they call catfishing now, when it's not the person you really think it is. So dating apps is definitely something to take a look at. Be sure it's a good source. If it's the right person, make sure it's that person. Also, social apps are the big thing nowadays. There's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, anything social you can find on there, and those are great things because you can find old family, friends, even celebrities you can follow. You can pretty much find any celebrity on a social app. You can follow their everyday moves. You might feel like you're friends with them, but they really don't know you. So that is a downside to that, but it's also great to see the personal side of celebrities, and also to catch up with friends you haven't seen in a while or family that you haven't seen in years. But think about how often you check your smartphone. Now, I know a lot of us are on our smartphones a lot, using social media, taking pictures on our camera, making text messages, sometimes making calls. It's pretty much we're on it all day, every day. But I did look up some statistics. So according to the IDC study, there is 79% of smartphone users check their phone within 15 minutes of waking up. Also, 62% of users grab their phone immediately after waking up. I know I'm guilty of that. I check my phone every morning when I wake up. I check my phone throughout the whole day. Another one that I found was 48% of users use their phone at the gym. I'm not quite sure the statistics, what they're taking in is that if they're using, if they're including if you're using your music, because I know a lot of people listen to their music on their phone while they're at the gym. So it might be including that, but I'm not quite sure, but that's still pretty high. And also 50% of users check their Facebook in movie theaters. I found that pretty crazy because you're there to watch a movie, but you're also checking your Facebook throughout the movie, which is just insane. Just take a few hours, watch a movie, enjoy time with your friends and family, and that'll be great. I've also seen a lot of misconceptions with dating these days. A lot of dating these days is just you go on a date, but you're on the phone the whole time. You're not really hanging out with the person that you're there with. You're on the phone with your girlfriends or your boyfriends, and you're not really with the person you're supposed to be with. Texting is more common than calling now, it's really sad because you're not getting that vocal interaction. You're just really texting something, and we're communicating less with our voices and more with our written words. And I know a lot of people know that already and a lot of it is with bullying now with young kids. It's a lot easier to text somebody a mean text rather than calling them on the phone or talking to them person to person. Settle out an argument with person-to-person interaction, not just on the text message, because it's just gonna escalate. You're not afraid to text something. So that's a big thing in grade schools, high schools, and even colleges. So where this will lead us in the future, I'm not quite sure. I hope there are changes that are made to help our society with smartphone use, young kids with smartphone use. So hopefully there is a change in our society that will help us with our smartphone use and our social media interactions. So thank you for listening.